Citadel isn't the only firm who failed to report tens of billions of equity and option orders to the CAT system. FINRA has also charged IMC, International Market Makers Combination, with a similar offense. You can see that right down here. Failed to timely and accurately report data for tens of billions of equity and options order events to the CAT Central Repository. The SEC also charged Palos Mandel for facilitating the illegal trading of over 37 billion penny stocks for U.S. clients without proper registration, netting billions in illicit gains. And it doesn't stop there. The SEC also recently charged 16 Wall Street firms with widespread record-keeping failures, and many of these include some of the largest banks: Bank of America, Goldman Sachs, Credit Suisse, Citigroup, so on and so forth, Morgan Stanley, UBS, leading us to talk about how many banks are shutting down. Major U.S. banks on course to close a staggering 1,000 branches this year alone. U.S. banks closed more than 700 branches already in the first 9 months of the year, forcing thousands to travel further to access vital services. Bank of America alone has closed the most locations of any bank, shuttering 132 between January and September. And to put it into perspective, this is the chart of how many bank closures have happened this year so far. Okay, moving on. Hedge funds are getting clapped over in China, so give a round of applause for the Chinese markets because they apparently know how to act better than the US markets. China's abrupt and ferocious stock market rally has slammed some of the country's biggest hedge funds, forcing them to hastily cover short positions and take losses on their bets in the heavily regulated derivatives market. Shout out China for crushing more short sellers. Now, what's happening with GameStop and AMC? Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, watch until the very end so you guys don't have to watch another video on YouTube. I will not waste your time here. We will cover everything that there is to cover. Over the past few days, GameStop's options chain has been loaded up on calls from another whale, purchasing a lot for mid-November for different strike prices. But yesterday we saw a volume of 4,225 on the options chain, and open interest decreased 7,463 in today's new update. So it's possible someone was actually exercising some of these calls. Could it be Roaring Kitty? Potentially. I want to point out a couple of things. First of all, Stock Tracker is not reporting AMC and GameStop's options chain as of right now, so we're not going to cover that. But short exempt volumes have creeped up on AMC, adding another 100,000 from the 15th to the 16th. As soon as we test for a breakout, they start to shut it down once again with these fake shares. As AMC barcodes, as AMC doesn't move, this is why, because they drop a ton of short exempts on it, they route most orders through dark pools, and they ultimately just forcefully keep it flat. As of right now, this is one thing that was an unlikely scenario for today, building out a hammer candle kind of to not break us one way or the other. Tomorrow we should have a decision whether AMC is going to push back up to 435 or it's going to come back down to the bottom of this channel once again. There's really not much to say here. One thing I can tell you is as the market squeezes, it's going to be better for AMC as well as GameStop and other short squeeze plays, as well as a few other indicators, RSI, Bollinger Band, so on and so forth. AMC is opening up more and more room to run over the medium term. Moving on to GameStop's chart, 2138, trading down 1.25%, and everything is playing out to a T. We called this out perfectly from the beginning of the week to scale up, and then into Friday, get this little flush down, right back to around $20.50, $20.60, and then next week, we move up out of this flag. And as of right now, there's still yet for anything to invalidate this, and it has been moving perfectly to what we've been tracking. So yes, tomorrow I do expect our first red Friday, but this does not have to happen. I don't have a crystal ball. I'm just basing it off of the pattern that we have been tracking with GameStop. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Are we going to have a green or red Friday? Costs. We called out costs breaking out of this flag. Built a base at $8 and it's still holding above. Watch for this thing in case it has another move up because it could come all the way up to about $9.95 fairly quickly. Also keep a side eye on Chewy. It bounced off the bottom of this rising wedge here and is starting to scale higher. If Chewy can make its way back to close above $31.40, this could potentially have another move higher. It's also something to note that it's holding up better than GameStop, it's holding up better than AMC, and it's just one of these sympathy plays from those. Now jumping into the S&P 500, but real quick before we do that, I just want to tell you to go subscribe to my second channel. It's the top link in the description, where we're going to have vlogs, podcasts, and all that other good stuff over there. The S&P 500 is at 584.50, up 0.38% on the day. Got this little flat top here, tried to break above pre-market, but then it got flushed down as soon as market opened. Came down, retested this ascending support trend line, and now it is testing that flat top breakout once again. Overall, the SPY is still bullish. We talked about this yesterday. We got a little bit of a relief, but I still anticipate it to start scaling higher and higher. into late October, right? 596.85 is still somewhere I think the SPY can push up to, and I still remain bullish on the SPY. I'm just waiting for this breakout right here. Bitcoin looking very good on the 4-hour time frame. We got a little bit of a rejection at 68,000, but not a hard one, right? We're just building a base, building a spring, building some strength to push back past 68 and right up to 69 to potentially go higher to all-time highs. Overall, Bitcoin has been trading outside the top of the range for quite a bit now, and we would have to have a hard rejection right here for this thing to be over with. Obviously, there is major news for the market today that is coming out that will affect the SPY as well as will affect probably Bitcoin, depending on what the SPY ends up doing, hopefully in a positive way. Last but not least for Bitcoin, China will unban Bitcoin before the end of the year, which will also be bullish. Touching on Nvidia really quick, looking beautiful, came up with a lot of strength in testing the one on the fib right around $140. If Nvidia holds this momentum, we could very quickly see a move up to 145. After that, you're looking for 150 on Nvidia. Let me know if you're playing Nvidia in the comments down below. Keep an eye on Palantir. This thing has just hit the recent all-time high that it has ever hit. Also, Nvidia just made an all-time high. Palantir making all-time highs. SPY making all-time highs. Everything is in a bullish market, and I'd be surprised if crypto doesn't have its season over this winter. Be very careful trading Palantir here. This is going to be a major decision point where if all the investors who purchase above 38 bucks are going to get screwed and hold bags for years and years and years, or this is a one-stop shop to miss the train or not, to bring us right up to 57 to 68 bucks, so on and so forth. Obviously, Tesla isn't moving until earnings, which is the 23rd, I believe, and it is just channel trading. It is still holding this trend line respectively, which is pretty surprising. Overall, guys, that is what I got for you for today's video. Don't forget to join the Discord. It's the third link. Come talk with me. Come talk with the most amazing people, stocks, and crypto all day long. I also post my trades as soon as I enter them. Best vibes in there. There are no bad questions. Whether you're a beginner or advanced trader, this is the place to go, and it's only a coffee a month. So sacrifice it, level yourself up, guys. It's time to level yourself up. That is the third link in the description of the video. Go get in there. It takes 2 minutes. Also, if you want up to 15 free stocks and a $30 cash reward, as well as earn 8.1% APY on your uninvested cash, get level 2 order book data for free so you can see where whales are loading up and dropping off shares, access to trading options, going long, going short, viewing other exchanges as a retail trader, and more. The list goes on and on. Use my link, open a Moomoo account, it's free, and make a deposit into your account to start earning all of these benefits. Do not sleep on it, guys. Press that link and go do that. Also, the top link under the video is for my custom indicator, of course, in which people who get it absolutely enjoy it. Add it to your TradingView charts, and let's see how many more trades you get accurate than before you had it on your charts. And let me know if you're going to keep it. I'm allowing you 2 weeks free access for pattern detection and forecasting, and I believe personally I have one of the best indicators out there. I love you all. Lottery Stocks out.